Hello everybody, my name is Anna and welcome to my channel, Anna Always Reading. Today I'm coming at you with my January reading wrap up. I haven't done a wrap up in like a hot minute, and that was because like back then I was super flaky with my videos and I didn't feel comfortable in putting out a wrap up because I don't really feel those are real videos because I never filmed, so like whenever I put out wrap up I was being super lazy. But I've changed. I'm a new person, new year, new me. So, January is altogether a super duper good reading month for me. I read 10 books total. I didn't like most of them, but it was 10 books. That was mostly attributed to the fact that I participated in the biennial book bibliothon, and that was super duper fun. I filmed a video challenge and I filmed a TBR, which you can both check out on my channel. So yeah, let's get into the wrap up. All the books that I read this month will be linked down below, and yeah, let's get into it. The first book that I read in the month of January was There Will Be Lies by Nick Lake. I borrowed this before I left school for winter break, and I was so excited to read it because it sounded super duper cool. It follows this girl, the main character, and then she finds out that her whole life is a lie, and she's on the run from her, like she doesn't know who she's running from, she's just on the run in general. And I was like, whoa, let me read this. And I thought this was gonna be a thriller, right? Nope. It went off into like a fantasy zone, then it became a coming of age story, and I just don't like it when I feel like I've been tricked by the author. So I gave this book a 1 out of 5 stars because the main character, she was annoying and dumb. The story was annoying and dumb, and yeah, I just didn't like it. The book that I read right after that was The Shadow Prince by Brie Despain. I'm pretty sure I won this in a giveaway like last June, and I was supposed to review it, I think. I don't remember, but I just forgot to read it, and I was pretty put off by the fact that there was just a random man on the front with a shirt just out and about, like his whole chest out and about, and I'm not about that. So I was like, I judged the book by its cover and I was wrong for it, but I actually read it and I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 to 5 stars. The characters were funny, the plot was super duper interesting. It's a remake on the story of Persephone and Hades, and I liked it. So don't judge books by their cover. They made a making of the cover and it looks so much better, and I'm so pleased because it's not appealing to me or most of the people who I know that read. So check it out. It's actually super interesting. The book that I read right after that was the Lifeboat Clique by Cathy Perkins. I heard about this book earlier, like late last year, from the Epic Reads YouTube channel, and I was so excited to read it because I love Epic Reads and all that they do. The book follows these cast of characters as their hometown is hit by a tsunami wave, and I was like, whoa. And they talk about like mean female characters. I love me a good mean girl, and I read the book going into that and I just didn't like it. It wasn't what I thought it would be. I didn't like the book as much as I thought I would. I thought the characters would be something that they weren't, and I think that disappointment led me to giving the book a 2 out of 5 stars, but whatever. The book that I read right after that, though, was Beast by Bree Spangler, and I loved that book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It follows a boy named Beast, and he's 15 years old. His name's not actually Beast, I think it's Jake, and he's 15 years old, and he falls in love with this transgender girl, and he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's so confused, he doesn't understand, and I really liked that it was an actually coming of age story, and I understood what I was going into before. The characters were funny, it was super duper sweet, and it just made my heart swell, you know, and I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. The book that I read during that time as well was Topaz. It's a French play by Marcel Peignot, and I actually really enjoyed it. I read it with my French class, and we took a really long time reading it. I don't know why, but I gave it a 4 to 5 stars. It follows this man named Topaz as he tries to navigate the immoral world with his very high moral standards, and his life falls apart, to be honest. I thought it was funny. He's a mess. I digress. After that, well, during that as well, I was listening to the audiobook of The Rose Society by Mary Lou, the second book in the Young Elites trilogy, and I gave that book a 2 out of 5 stars. I didn't really like it. I think Adelina Amuteru is the most infuriating character that has ever walked the earth. She's illogical. She believes that everything belongs to her. She thinks that everybody's out to get her. I don't understand. I don't know why she has all these perceptions towards the world, but I don't like her. So many people are like, she's too dark. I don't think that she's dark at all. I think she's just annoying and a teenage girl that needs to learn how to control herself. But moving on, I read another really interesting book, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare, for my English class. I'm not going to give a description. Everybody knows what it's about, but I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. But in my opinion, the whole story, like everything could have been avoided if Benvolio just kept his mouth shut. Romeo didn't need his advice. He could have just been mooning over Rosaline, but he's like, let's go to that party. And then everybody died. Everybody died. The book I read after that was The Graces by Laure, I don't know how to pronounce her first name for once, Laure Eve, and it follows a girl named River as she moves into this new town and she meets this family of witches. Their last name is the Grace. Their last name is the Grace, and she thinks that they're witches and she really wants to become a witch for reasons. I don't know. You have to read it to find out. I didn't really like it. I didn't like the way that I was told in first person point of view. I usually like unreliable narrators, but River wasn't that likable. None of the characters were very likable, to be honest. It was a very character driven novel too, and the storyline was also very confusing. So I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I'm going to be continuing this series, trilogy, whatever the heck it is. I know the second book is coming out sometime this year, so if you're interested, go ahead. The last book I read this month was a book I actually finished today, The Leaving by Tara Altebrando. This book follows the story of 6 kids when they were 6 years old, 5. They got abducted. They're just snatched and taken away. 11 years later, they pop up back in their town. They have no memory, but there's only 5 of them, and they're like, where's the last kid? And then the 6 were like, I don't know. I don't even know what happened. I don't know where we're at. And this is another case of me thinking a book is one genre and it being another. I thought it was going to be very sci-fi. It was contemporary-ish. I don't like contemporary books when I don't think they're contemporary. But the characters were all right. It was told in third person point of view, like multiple perspectives, but like they're all very bland people. They didn't really have character traits. I didn't really know what they were about, to be honest. I couldn't describe them to you if I was pressed. But I gave that book a 2 out of 5 stars. So altogether, January was a pretty good reading month for me. I read a lot, which I'm pretty proud of, and I am pretty far into my reading goal. 10 out of 90 books is pretty good, if I do say so myself, just for 1 month. I'm really excited to continue reading, and January's not done yet. It's the 30th today. Yeah, the 30th. And even though I didn't like most of the books, it's okay. You live and you learn. But thank you for watching this video. If you read any of the books that I've talked about in this video, tell me what you thought of them down below. Tell me what you read this month and tell me what you thought about those books. If you want to see my face more often, press subscribe and like this video. It helps a lot. Share this video with your friends if you think they'd enjoy it. And remember, reading today, reading tomorrow, reading fivever. Bye!